Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so in this episode, yeah, it's Thursday. They added some new stuff to the game. Really awesome. They added stuff to the game. That's cool. I don't care. They fixed a large ship bug. Um, yeah, they added some cool stuff. We'll get to that here in a minute. But yeah, I, I've been putzing around with it for about 20 minutes now and have not moved. Hold on. Okay, have not moved the Kestrel by means of me exerting force on any point of the Kestrel. So let's go ahead and look. We're not going to be able to get behind there. So, okay, they added new things that you can basically upgrade your assemblers, not assemble, yeah, your assembly lines. Well, they did a little texture updating on that too, it looks like. So there's a little port that goes right there, and you can upgrade them now and make them work faster, more efficiently, or there's 3 different upgrades. So they're pretty cool. They look awesome. They also added, bam, this one. Gotta love this one right here. I'm gonna do. Can we do a control click in here? Oh, we can. Sweet. We're gonna do it 30 meters. So enemy antennas, that's fine. Distance of owned antennas, we're going to do that to 30 also. So basically what this will do is this. Oh, our HUD is so much cleaner now. And that one is because... Okay, so if we come back into there, GPS, home base, show on HUD off, ice, show on HUD off. The Andrew is the only one we see, and because we're within viewing distance of it, so we can turn that up and down as we see fit, like so. Gone, and so I got the Kestrel parked out here now, and so she can start soaking up the rays again, charge those battery packs up. We're gonna go back and work on the O.P.C, and you guys are. They seem to be loving the O.P.C thing, so we're going to keep up on that. I'd like to get these finished, but I can go ahead and do this off camera. So I'm going to get these batteries fixed and then get the inventory sorting mod working, so we can get the containers to accept all the raw supplies that are in the station. So yeah, that'll be our next step, and then once we get to that point, we're going to photocopy the Kestrel, so we'll have a backup. So I've been working on the O.P.C. You guys are saying it looks more like a turtle than any of the other ships we've done so far, and I just kind of went ham last night and did a bunch of stuff, and I'll go over a lot of the stuff I did and why. But basically what I'm trying to do right now is just to see if it's even feasible to do what we're trying to do here. So overall, you notice the lights are gone. The overall goal of this was to pressurize the inside. And so far, I sealed this entire thing off. I've done lots of things to try to get this ship to pressurize. So it's now sealed, and these guys are not pressurizing, or they're not showing that this hull is pressurizable. So I've got leaks somewhere. I've tried to cover as many places as I possibly can, and so that's kind of where the outside looks the way it does, is because I just kind of went crazy just placing blocks everywhere in an attempt to try to seal it. So I'm thinking I might have to come out one more block further to encapsulate the engines maybe, but I could have swore if we did what we did here, it's fine. Then it's like, does this not count? Is it leaking through here? So I added these windows in. Disregard this. This was just a temporary placeholder for a thruster. So the Windows thing is going to stay. I really liked how this turned out. So one of the things I want to do, I'm going to end up doing off camera, is building a small cell out of small blocks, using all the same mods and stuff. I'll do it all in creative, and then make sure that we can even oxygenate a small ship. Because if we can't, we can't. It's no big deal, because if you look over there on the left, there's now oxygen on the station, or on the small ship. So all these cockpits are providing energy and oxygen just by dropping in. So that's pretty cool. So I was telling you guys I wanted to change up the floor, and this is what I went with. It's pretty close to what I wanted. I wanted this to be sloped, but you see in the bottom right, I already am using the slope, but going the other direction. So I just best of both worlds, I guess, and I went with this. And in the long term, I end up looking at it, because then I can do this. Hopefully, if it'll let me. Yes. I can put lights in here. So I thought that was kind of cool, that I would be able to do that, which we wouldn't have been able to do that if we would have put slopes in here. So, which this ship will eventually need some internal lights. So that might be where our leak is. Let's go take a look outside real quick. You know what? Gravity's the other way. Oh, look at those twitchy legs. He's river dancing. Let's see. So I bet you either it's leaking here along that seam, or it's leaking along that seam. Either way, it sucks. Because we can't cover up the solar panel, or it won't work. So, alright, so I'm going to keep playing with it. We'll see what can happen. I might end up just moving the solar panel out and putting a floor in. Actually, let's just go do that right now. I liked the look of the recessed solar panel, but function first, right? Function first. Oh, those twitching legs are just freaking hilarious. So what I'll probably do is turn these. The other direction, and I think that'll help. Since we're going to be working down here for a few, let's go ahead and flip gravity. I love this thing's tiny, and it has this, like, this little tiny panel on it. So let's go to -0.2. So now we can stand up here. I don't have to use our jetpack. There we go. That's better. As I don't fall in the hole, that'd be even better. So then what we'll do is we'll use these again, because I'm really liking this block. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that, but we'll put it this way this time. So, come here, Scorp. I did find they fixed one bug, but I think they created another one. I'm going to double check this. I tried it like 2 or 3 times. Let's see what happens. Okay, no. So the last time I played, the double clicking wasn't working. I was like, oh, there's going to be some unhappy people about that. I was like, personally, I'm okay with that. As long as I can start building ships again, I'm cool. So, personally, out of all the updates, out of all the things that they did in this patch, they fixed the large ship moving. And number 2 is the antenna thing is pretty cool too. Alright, so let's put this up here. So we're going to want to put it this way? Yes. That's where it was, though. If we do that, it doesn't help us any as far as making the floor sealed. So we're going to have to bring this up one more block even. So those are all going to have to come out. Alright, so let's just throw this in for a placeholder so we can get this figured out. And then I want it to be pointed that direction. And then over one block, like that. So now this will allow us to put a full-fledged, yeah, a floor. Actually, guess what? I'm doing this wrong. Because we need to put the floor in, which we don't have steel plates for. Alright, we're getting this, we're getting this. So I want to get through this. I want to get through this so we can get the start getting back on the Kestrel and getting her in full, see where the, I guess, full blueprintable mode. So we can get ready for the planets. Because I'm looking forward to this fresh start and new way of playing. I really am hoping within like the next week we're going to see planets. I'm got my fingers crossed, and I think that's about how long until we'll see it. And you cannot jump over one block as a engineer with 0.2 G's of gravity in space. That's really absurd. Okay, so then actually we don't even need these because we have this to place the solar panels on. So it goes that way and then that way. And so make sure we got it in the right spot. I really cannot tell where it's sitting. Like that. Alright, so everything in there? Yeah. Come here, buddy. Alright, so that looks better that way. So we're going to have to do this for both sides. And then I'm going to reshape the way this works. I think that will look fine just like that, I think. What happens if we put the cap on that? How does that look? Probably kind of absurd. Yeah, I don't like that. So we're just going to leave it like that. That's going to be fine like that. Then I'll change these up to be turned to this direction also. Alright, so let's get this one out of the way. Okay. Clicky, 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 clicky. The mini game of Space Engineers. How fast can you click the clicky? Alright, so get this done up. Oh, this is autosave. Alright. So then, number 8. So if you guys have read the forums, they were Keen Software was calling it the Superman bug. Thought that was a pretty interesting name for the bug. Alright, that good? That's good. Alright, so that's that side, and we still have to do the other side as well. I want to come inside real quick. I want to check on something. I think I added a couple extra blocks for one. Yep, right there. Okay, and then I also wanted to land on the ceiling. Actually, I wanted to see what the floor looked like. Well, it looks fine. So like I was saying, the big four, it's one of the big things is trying to make sure that this thing is going to be airtight. If it's not airtight, then a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is pretty much pointless. So making it airtight is kind of important. All right, just clicking along. So, I got a few things that I want to do to the Kestrel. You know, we looked at the booster packs. I've talked about the inventory management and sorting system, as well as getting the batteries done. I'd like to hear from you guys if I missed something. Something we had talked about doing a while ago, and Havoc's just a total flake and forgot about it or something like that. Just let me know in the comments. Be like, Havoc, you know, you've been talking about this for months. What are you talking about? You said you were going to do this. So that way I have an idea. I mean, lots happened in the last couple of weeks, and I'd like to make sure we're staying on track to get ready to leave this place and go to another. And you guys have been phenomenal. Again with the clicking aside. You guys have been phenomenal with the comments about giving me such grandiose plans and helping me stay the course. So, all right. Did I get that right? I did. Sweet. Alright, so let's go ahead and climb in Scorp. Oh man, that's so much better. My HUD's just not full of just random antennas. Alright, so that's looking better. Okay. So I'm thinking it's still that edge we have to deal with right there. But I'm pretty sure now that I'm going to switch this up to a different block. Yeah, see how that light is coming through in that corner? I'm almost positive of it. Alright. Almost through here. So one of the things they haven't fixed, and everybody just to be aware of that when you're playing, is that you can still cut yourself with the grinder. I did see patch notes for that. I have not seen the bug since I've been playing, as in like today. I didn't see it. I'm going to go with the full block, I think. Come on now. There we go. Really do want to go with the inverted the other way. I'm going to do it. Whoa, you go back where you're supposed to, so do you. Whoa. Hold on. Alright. Honestly, it freaks me out. I keep thinking I'm locking up or something. I really want to use this, but I think I'm going to, and then use a different block on the other side. Oops, forgot gravity switched again, so we're going to be back out there in a second anyway, so it's all good. Alright, so that should be a square. No, it's not. Okay. Alright. So we'll go with that. Get rid of this one. Now we come over here. I think we could put a the long slope. Yeah, I think we can do that instead of this. And then it'll seal the whole thing. So his dancing legs in the background, that's awesome. Alright, so alright, so let's get these swapped out. Actually, this one should be a full block, so should this one and this one. And not that it matters, but we'll throw some here as well. Okay, so I think we'll just use this as a full block. Or should we use the other one? When I say other one, I'm referring to this one. I don't think so because it'll cover up the solar panel. Actually, it won't even allow us to put it there, so that answers that question, huh? So we're going to go back to this. Did I just tear that out? No, I had the proper full angle on there, that's right. Okay. I would have been so mad if we had just tore all that out and then needed to put it all back. And we'll leave that transition like that. Looks kind of wonky, but I think it looks better than how it would if we swapped it out, so. Alright, so. So hopefully if we get this done, we will not see light from inside of the interior this time. Alright, so some of the transitions are kind of weird, but I'll figure out ways to smooth them out or mask them a little bit better later. So the goal right now is just sealing the ship up. If it's even possible. So no lights coming through this time. So I think that's what's going to have to happen. We're going to have to take care of it on this side as well. I'm going to take care of that off camera. I don't really want to bore you guys with a lot of grinding and building. You see where I'm going with it. I think it looks better in here, this transition. Let's flip gravity the correct way. Or the other way. There isn't a correct way. So let's come here, delete that. There. So now we can walk up here. We can make transitions, see, because we can't make that transition for some reason. That is way more complicated than an engineer can figure out how to climb up, especially one from space. So once we get all that figured out, all the different points in the ship we'll be able to transition to. So are we walking? Are we really? There we go. It's like we were really just totally swaggering that whole thing. So I got a couple points for lights leaking in this corner. We'll go take care of that. Tell me what you guys think about the windows. How do you think they turned out? I think the transition to the cockpit looks pretty awesome. And that's going to be gone. Like I said, that was just a temporary placeholder. And you know, I wonder if the small windows on ships is even a valid thing. I really hope so. I'm going through a lot of work on this thing, so. So I think it was Spike 24 said that we should fill this with gyros. I don't know about fill. Definitely add a couple more because it is a little sluggish on the turning, but not filling it. That's a ton of gyros. So let's go ahead and throw one in. Actually, I'm going to throw 3 in to be a little bit more precise about that. I was going to do those 3 right there. So let's grab Scorpion. One of the few things on our HUD. Come on now. There he is. That is so nice. That's a really nice feature. Alright. Let's pull him away so we can check out how things are performing now. That's a little bit better. It might be able to use a couple more. No, I think it's alright. I mean, it's a big, sluggish, turtle-y thing, so I don't think it's overly necessary to have it super, super agile, so I'm not sure who... Actually, I think it was CRT Jester commented that I'm always making a comment in the videos about making ice cream sandwiches. Another viewer, I can't remember who said it, in all honesty, I don't want to point blame because I take it as I think it's funny. But he says, how come all my ships look like ice cream sandwiches? Starting with the barge, it was rectangular like for the longest time until I put this jetted thing out on it. And then we made the lavenderish kind of thing. Reaper and Maelstrom were both rectangular looking things. Everything ends up being rectangular that Havoc makes. So CRT Jester said maybe if we try to build an ice cream sandwich we'll get a piece of artwork out of it. So I thought it was awesome, man, and definitely worth a mention that that's pretty freaking funny. So along with those dancing river dancing legs, look at that. Just, man, no wonder why we were burning tons of O2. Look at those guys' legs. So I'm going to see about... oh, yeah, I was just looking around at these transitions that I was doing here. This needs to go like so. What do you guys think about... let's go on the side that's brighter. And not really so much. So let's go to the side that's the brightest. Stare into the sun. Alright, so go with the shadow. That's distracting. So we got, I got the top is going to come down, and I'll make the corner transition that comes off of this, and then this is going to go away. It's only there because I was trying to seal it for the O2 pressure check thing. And then we're going to have engines over here, so the transition from here to the engines, and some type of cover here. I'm going to probably end up putting a full block here. Okay, so I think I'm going to end up putting a full block here so I can make the transition to the sides better and also be able to hide and seal this a little bit better as well. So I still got to figure out how to do the transition on this. I might just continue this around. There's a corner piece. This one, the number 6 piece. So something like that is possible. That looks kind of wonky too. But yeah, there's options. So I'm gonna look at doing them. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on what do you guys think about some of the other transitions that are on here. Like this one here. And again, that part's now in the shade. There. So like this transitions I thought was pretty wrong direction on the gravity. Pretty cool. It all comes to a point because like I was saying before, I really don't want to have any blocks near the actual connector, so it'll make docking easier. Better. So, yeah, it's something that I was trying to work on and how to get this to all come together at a decent angle and whatnot. So, still got work to do on that. But I think overall it's taken shape. Let's see if I can get that third block, because we know there's 3 in there. Oh, come on. There we go. So, yeah, it's work in progress. It's making progress, and I was hoping to get this done before they fixed the Kestrel's issue, but alas they didn't, which is a good thing. So, on the plus side, now I get to go back and play on the Space Tinker server, because I was deathly afraid of screwing that place up. And, well, you guys always make comment about my flying. So if something was going to happen, it would happen there, and there's other people's stuff there. So with that, we're going to wrap this episode up. I'm going to be doing some work on the Kestrel, like we were talking about. Leave some comments for things that I have forgotten, so I can get those squeezed in, or we can take care of those in the next episode. And then I'm also going to try to keep working on the overall shape of this thing. So a few of you are giving me different turtle suggestions, because it is more of a turtle than anything else. Loggerhead and snapper turtle have both been presented as names, and are both viable and possible options. Let's make sure our batteries are charging. All batteries set to recharge. All batteries are not showing, so let's see here. Air vent 21 do not show on terminal HUD. AZ batteries, U through U. Okay, just make sure they're all charging, and we are pointing at the sun. 1.6 gigawatts, and yeah. So this is Havoc. Have fun, and keep gaming.